Hello guys, welcome back to another part of Android tutorials that we've been having. Today, our main concentration is on how to create a notification in Android. Okay, so I want us to do something, and what we are coming to do is let me kind of display to you. This is a team viewer that will help us for you to see what I am having on my screen. So we are just coming to do one simple thing, which is displaying an Android notification on your device. For example, you see something like this. You can see the progress of attacks in the notification trail. So this is one part of a notification that we are coming to have a look at. So let's start. Okay, now what we are coming to do is, first of all, we have to learn how to create a normal Android notification. So to get it started, we first of all create normal notification. Okay, so this will be our method to do that. Second one is we create a notification, then we add actions to the notifications, and I think we when we get to this stage we will know what I'm talking about. So add actions in notification. Okay, in notification. Then thirdly, we will also add how to add replies to our notifications. Like for instance, if you are a WhatsApp user, you know sometimes when someone you get a message from someone in your WhatsApp, you see a certain notification on your Android notification trail, and when you try to expand the message, it will give you an options for you to reply. So we are coming to have a look at it, how it is done in Android. So that's what I mean. So add replies in notification. Okay, then again, lastly, the last example that I showed to you, we will learn how to use notification to show progress of a current task. Show progress notification. So these four basic things that we are coming to learn how to do in Android. Okay, so let's start by learning how to create a normal Android notification. We start off by using notification builder. So Android has an object called notification builder, but then I would say you can use normal notification or you can use notification compact, and this as an object. So normal notification or notification compact, then you call it object, the builder object. So this is our builder as we normally do it. New notification compact dot builder, and here it takes two parameters. First of all, it takes the context, then the channel ID. Okay, so let's try to create our channel ID. The channel ID, it takes, yes, it is in the form of a data type string. So we can have our channel ID. So what will be the channel ID? Let's name it maybe channel 1. Channel ID 1. Okay, yes, so as we have named it, I would prefer to call this globally or have a global instantiation of this variable. So we create a constant. Okay, if you don't know how to do this, I just click on or I press on the keyboard. If you are on Mac, you use alternate and command, and if you are on Windows, we use alternate and control. Okay, so as I said, on Mac, I'm using alt and command to create our this combination is the alt plus command plus C to create our constants. Okay, so this is created. Let's go and see that. So now we have the channel ID created. In Android notification, what am I saying? It takes it requires three items. First of all, to have your notification running, it requires of you to call set small icons. So you have to set your icon. You have to set your icon. Let's use IC launcher background. Then after the set icon, set small icon, it will also require you to set the title of the notification, and we use it by calling set content title. Okay, set content title. Then here you can pass in the title of your notification. We can use a normal string, or you can use string resources. Okay, so we can call this normal notification test out, notification test. Okay, like this. Then secondly, the content of your notification, and we do this by setting set content type content test, set content test. And here we pass in our message showing how to create notification in Android. Basically this. Okay, so these are the requirements. These are the three basic requirements. Let me say four. First of all, as I said, you should have your channel ID. Secondly, you should set your small icon, then the title of the notification, then the content of the notification. Okay, so these basic things have to be set. Then again, as we have built the notification, we have to use the notification framework. That's the Android notification framework. We have to use the Android notification framework here for us to build our notification, like notify the system of any message. Okay, so we can do this by, first of all, we can get the notification, instantiate our notification dot from. So we have to use notification manager. Okay, notification manager compact, and here we instantiate our notification manager, our notification manager compact dot from the context. Here it is instantiated. So what I would like us to do is, first of all, as we are doing this, let's create this. Since it's going to be called once and for all, we can copy this and create this notification in our onCreate method. And after that, let's call this globally. Control command plus alt plus F will give us this, as in what I just did right now. So command plus alt plus F, then we press on enter. So you have done this. So let's try out notification compact. Let me call this, for simplicity's sake, let me refactor this to notification manager compact, because actually it is not just a normal notification, it is notification manager. Okay, compact. So after this being done, we notify, and notify, it takes the ID. The ID is a unique reference of your notification, so we can give it an ID, let's say 100. Then we build our notification by calling notification.build, then it will give us the notification. So since we'll be making use of our ID of the notification, let's try to create a constant out of this. So we can call it normal notification normal notification ID. Okay, so we call it normal notification ID. And in this ID, as we have created this ID, so I think let's have a test out. The last thing that I will say about this is if you are going to run your application on Android device, which is, I mean, should I say, which is later than Oreo, you should, the Android actual system framework wants us to create a channel. So you have to for it to work. So here you have to do one check. You have to do one check. So let's create this separately, like in a different method. So void create notification channel. Create notification channel. So we are going to create a notification channel. Then so we have to check, first of all, we have to check if the device is Oreo. Okay, from Oreo going, then we have to create this notification channel. So we do this by calling build dot version dot sdk int. So the sdk int will give us the version of your device. Okay, so build dot version code Oreo, that is O. So we have to check if it is greater than or equal to Oreo, the device. Then we can create our notification channel. We do this by calling notification channel, and this is our channel. It's equal to new notification channel, and it takes the ID, the name of the channel, and the importance of the channel. We will talk about this shortly. So first of all, the ID should be unique, and it identifies our channel, our notification channel. So we can give this ID, let's say channel 1, like this. Then we give the name of the notification. So we can call it, let's say, you give the name of the channel that we are creating. So we can call this by any name. Okay, any name will do. So normal notification. Okay, then the importance we can do this. We have some Android framework. It comes with a list down of importance. Okay, a notification importance. So you can call them, you can just make use of them. So you can have default, you can have importance default, importance high, importance low, max, minimum, none, unspecified. Okay, so I would like to go by default. And what is it saying? Okay, we are using notification manager, not the compact. So first of all, we have to use the notification manager. So let's call this is a notification manager. Then after that, we have to set the description of the channel. Set description. So any name can go. Okay, this is just a test out. Description, channel description. Okay, so after now, we are confidently sure that our notification channel has been created. So what we have to do next is to register the channel in the Android notification framework, and we do this by calling the notification manager compact dot create notification channel. Then we pass the instance of what we created. Now we can safely call our create channel notification here. Okay, this can be created once. After this is created, now we can have a test out of our notification that we have just done here. Okay, so on click of the button, we want us to call the notification. So let's run it and see what we are getting. Okay. Hello guys, this is a test out, so forgive me about my UI. My UI is very bad, I can see that. So let's see what we are getting if we are to, let me first of all clear everything here. Okay, so let's see what we are getting here. It's not working. Let's see. Maybe we are missing something out. So the channel ID and the channel ID. Okay, so one thing I have come to know is when we are creating the notification channel, the ID that you give it should be equal to this ID. Okay, the channel ID should be equal to the ID of the notification, and let's see if it will solve our problem. Let's run again. Okay, so it's running, so let's see if it solves our problem. Boom, now we have our notification here. So guys, this is something that you can take into consideration. The channel ID should be equal to the notification ID. So now we have our notification here. Okay, we have our notification here, so let's make it nice. So in our notification, now we see our notification is just here. For instance, for instance, if let's say we have a lot of tests, this is a message. Okay, let's try to get this message from a strange resource. Notification message. Okay, let's say here we have a lot of message. Let's try to copy something from online and see just like a message so that we will see what I'm trying to talk about here. Okay, okay, so let's run this and let's see how it displays on our device. Guys, can we see? So now the message is very long, so as a result of that, it is truncated. We can't see it. We can't see, I mean, the full message. So let's resolve this issue. So this using the set content doesn't show, it shows a specific face or a face length of the message. I mean, the message that we are giving to it. So what we have to do now is, if you want us to be able to expand our message, what we can do now is to use a star. Okay, so in notification 100, we have something called a star. So we can add a star here. So dot set star, and here we can set our star. So notification compact dot So here star, let's see the star. Okay, okay, so the star, I think we have to have new notification star dot big test star. So we have a lot of stars we can use if it is a picture that you want to be, if let's say it is an image that you want to see it in an expandable mode, you can use big picture star. If it is a text, you can use big text star. If it is like inbox star, like how you see your message in a queue, okay, in a list, you can use inbox. Then again, you can also have something like a messaging star if you want to achieve something like what WhatsApp has, to see like, I think you can play around that and you see how it works. So let's use our big tester as that is more specific to our scenario here. So and this takes in tester dot big test. Okay, so here we have to pass in the string resource. So let's try to copy this. Okay, so here we can put the message here and put the message here. Okay, so now let's run it and see how it is working. We should be able to see the notification in an expandable mode. Okay, it's working. So let's see the notification. Now this is a notification. It is still truncated, but we see a small arrow, down pointing arrow at the right side of the notification. If you click on it, you see that it will be expanded. Now we are able to see the full message in here, guys. If you can see my screen, be able to see the full message in here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about, and congratulations for the first point that we want to test. As we are done with the normal notification, let's go to how to add actions. Okay, we want to know how to add actions in our notification. So what we can do is, I think we can copy this same thing. Okay, we can copy this same thing and paste this in the add actions notification method. Here the new thing that we are coming to do is we want to add our actions. So add actions. So notification compact. I think even with the action you can do something simple here. Let's first of all, if you're adding our actions, we can create our pending intent. Let's first of all create our intent. Go to new intent, may get context, then the intent. So let's say if we click on the notification, you want us to open to a different activity, to open our application. So in that instance, we can use something like main activity. Okay, then we place this in our pending intent. The get activity, the context, the request code, you can call it 100, and our intent that we created. Then the flag, we can use normal, the default flag, which is 0. And here I think we can figure out, we can do one thing: set content intent. You pass in the pending intent, and let's run this and see what it gives us. Okay, so it's running. So let's scroll. Okay, we click on it, on the button. The notification is displayed. Now if we click on the notification, it should open. Okay, oh, where is it? Sorry guys, I think. Sorry guys, I think we are not calling the method. So let's call our method. So now you can call our method. You can call our method. Okay, so what we can do now is, let's test this out. Let's test this out. This is the old notification. Let's clear everything. Click on it. The notification comes. Now let's try to put it all. Probably say let's try to kill the process. Now this notification is still there. So let's click on the notification and see. After clicking the notification, it is opening our app for us. So this is what I just wanted to show you guys. Okay, so I think what we want to do is far from this. So let's try to do this. Let's try to open an app using an action. So we can maintain this, or we can decide to ignore the action on the actual content. So let's try to define our action. Delete, sorry. Okay, so we can add our action. Here the action, we can do one thing. The first parameter or the argument is the image that we want us to use. Then we can take maybe click the test, the name of the test of the action, then our pending intent. Here is it. So let's add this action and see what it gives us. So let's run this. Okay, so it's actually run. It's actually run. So okay, we click on it. Now the notification has popped up nicely, and here we have our click. This is our action. So should we click on the main activity? Should we click on the main notification? Nothing is happening because we have removed the content intent. Okay, so now we are making our click. The notification actually happen on the click button, this action. So click on the action, it opens the activity for you again. So this is what I wanted to show you guys, and I think the scan part is done. And I want us to do one thing. Let's say you want to achieve something like a reply when we are creating a reply on our notifications. So then again, we can copy this same thing and replace them here. You put it in, you put it here. So adding replies actions or action. So first of all, for us to do this, we have to use a normal. You have to use, or you have to use the notification action. Okay, so notification compound dot action dot builder. Let's say action builder is equal to new notification compound dot action builder. This actually takes. Let's see what it takes. Okay, so first of all, I think the first you can take the drawable, the image that you want this to show for. I think we can reuse our image here. Then it will take the title of the action, and here we can have something like replies or reply. Then our point a pending intent, which is let's try to make use of let's create another pending intent. Okay, so pending intent. Okay, so let's start by creating this. Now if we want to handle our replies in maybe a broadcast receiver, so quickly let's create our broadcast receiver here. We call replies receiver or reply receiver. We extend our broadcast receiver. So our broadcast receiver. So let's leave here, but we have to register this in our manifest. So let's try to add it to our manifest. You go here, it's been added for you. After it has been added, let's come back. So we create our intent. New intent, then context, then our reply receiver class. Okay, this is our intent. Then we can create our pending intent. So broadcast pending intent dot get broadcast. Let's give it initial. This one is code 100, so let's give this code 200. Okay, this is just a unique ID. Then we call our broadcast intent and our flag 0, normal flag or default flag. So here we have to call our intent, broadcast intent here. In here we can add our remote input. So let's create our remote input. So we are going to have something like an edit test in the notification. So remote input remote input is equal to new remote input and it takes So here I think we can add our label here. The name of the label could be, first of all, the first one can be a key. Okay, let's add the key. So let's use a common key, which is, let's say, reply key. Let's create this as a constant. Then the name of the label, reply. Wait, I think we are not doing something right. You have to use, let me see, notification. Okay, so guys, so we have to make use of remote input using the builder. So the key, then we can set our label. So the label can be something like a reply. So let's just build it. Okay. So now we have built our input label, our remote input. So you can add the input here. So that the system can generate replies for us. I haven't used this before. This is my first time, but let's try this one out. Then we can build our okay. We can build our action, or let's say reply action. That one will be better. The name will be better. So we use our reply action. So here we can add another action. The action we can add some number of actions, not just one. So here we can add our reply action here. So let's run this and let's see what we are getting. But before that, let's change our method that we are running for a test out. Okay. So it is running. Okay, so now it has finished running. So let's see if we are getting the required output. Okay. So let's see. Bam. So now we have it. So now we have the click action and we have the reply action. So should we click on the reply action? Now it opens for us. Now we can enter whatever we have here. Then we can click on send. So let's handle the send here. Okay. So when a click on send and it is sent, we have to receive, because we are wrapping this broadcast pending intent around this action. The response will be received in this broadcast intent and this reply that we created here. So first of all, let's treat it here. So a bundle. So remote input dot get results from intent. Okay, so this is being called, we can use this feature only in KitKat. So we have to actually place a condition on this. So if dot version dot sdk int is greater than or equal to dot version codes dot KitKat wash, which is I think 20 or so. Yes, the API 20. Then we can do this. So let's try to retrieve our message from there, or we can call it, let's say, reply. Let's go to bundle dot get strange. Let's use the same key that we used. This key, we are going to use this key. This key, and let's try to toast. Okay, see, reply. Okay, so let's run this and see if it is working. Okay, so now let's see, has it finished running? Okay, of course. So let's see, click on it, showing no reply. Then okay guys, so you can see this is working. So it means it is working. Our toast is coming. So it means after that we have received our price without even opening the application. So now I think we can see something like, we can see this. It is still, we are having a span of action here as if it is still in progress, though it has ended. So let's try to work around this. So now here what we have to do is, something that we can just do in here is, when it has been sent and it has been received, let's try to clear the notification. Okay, so we can use notification manager. We can use our notification manager dot from context dot cancel, and then the notification, which is normal notification ID we're using here. So let's try to call it here. Okay, so let's run this and see if it works fine. Okay, so give it just, my machine is a bit slow, but it was finished running soon. Okay, okay, so it's running. Building the application. So let's check it out. It is done running. Now we can click on it. Notification comes. Then we click on the reply. Okay. Any message? Okay. Let's see. Okay, guys. So now we can see let's see, and the notification has vanished. Let's try again. Apply. Something like this. Okay. A bunch of tests. Now it is working. Okay, guys. So this is how we can treat a reply. If you want to have a reply feature in our notification, this is how we can go by it. Our last tutorial, our last part of this segment is going to be on how to create a progress bar, okay, in our notifications. So as I said, then again, we can copy the basic here into our notification trailer. We don't need actions. We don't need actions. So normal progress text, okay. And what we can do here is, I think we don't even need star, okay. We don't need this star. We don't need message. Do you need message? I'm not sure. We need message. So so let's have our builder here. So we have to, we are coming to test out something, and which is, first of all, let's simulate something like a progress. Okay, we know in our normal progress, what we mean by progress is when, let's say, there's an action in our activity, we try to check and see, I mean, we try to check the progress of our activities, whether it is running in the background or anywhere in the application, and we just display the progress to the user. For instance, if you know the end, I mean the end of your action, you know the stats, and you know the progress, you can use the notification to show the progress to your user. So that's what we are coming to do. And let's have a simulation of this. So what we can do is we can use this by using a timer action. Okay, so first of all, you can create a timer action. So timer is equal to new timer. So the timer dot, okay, so let's create our task, timer task. Okay, and this is where we are coming to do our magic. We can shadow, so timer task, we delete for, let's say, 1 second, and every 1 second it was. Okay, so this is done. So now we have to copy this whole thing in our timer task. So what we are coming to do is we can have our private int max, okay, yeah, mask is equal to 100, counter is equal to, let's say, 10, the initial counter. Then we can do something like if max, if counter is greater than or equal to max, then let's make our max 0, counter to, no, let's make counter to 0, cancel our timer task, and we cancel our timer. Dot cancel. Okay, then I think we can even remove the notification. So notification compact dot cancel normal notification. Okay, else we notify. So let's do this. So here we set the max, the counter. Is it indeterminate? No, it's determinate, so we set to false. Okay, so now we can build our notification. And let's test this out and see if this is going to work as we want it. Let's run this. Then we can close our tutorials. Sorry guys. If you haven't watched my tutorials on LinkedIn in Android, you can do so by going into my Android YouTube channel. This particular channel, you see you see the tutorials there. Then you can have a watch on it, how to use LinkedIn, how to create custom LinkedIn, a lot. So I have a lot for you guys, so you can check them out. So let's see our notification. So we click on it. Okay, it's coming. So let's see if the notification is working. It doesn't seem to work. Let's try to check things out and see why it's not working. Oh, I see. So here we have to increase our counter. We forgot to increase our counter. So plus equal to, let's give it 10. We want to add every 10, like a 10. You have to add 10 as a progress. So let's try this out. So let's test this. Okay guys, so I think something is happening. No, let's run it again and see. Okay, 10. So now this is the progress. So when it gets to 100, then it is done. Okay, so guys, you can use this when, let's say, we are doing something like downloading a file or downloading something from online. Then we can use something like this to show the progress to your user. So guys, this is the end of the tutorials on notifications. So you can test them out. Okay, so, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, guys, you can do so by clicking on the channel, the notification channel, so that anytime the tutorials is being made, you get it in time and have a watch, and we all learn together. Have a nice day and happy coding. Thank you. And the last thing is, I will push this tutorials to my GitHub account. So I will leave the link in the Android comment. I mean the notification comment, so that you can also go through and take a pull of the project and try it to yourself. Thank you. Bye.